Hello and welcome back to Gemma Movie Recap Channel. Today we're going to tell you the storyline of a 2018 action, crime, thriller movie titled The Night Comes for Us, telling us about someone who defected from a criminal group called the Six C's because he didn't want to kill a child. He also had to fight against Triads, the Chinese mafia delegation that controls drug trafficking, prostitution, and other crimes. And so, without further ado, let's get straight to the video.
But before we start, please support our channel by subscribing and click the bell icon for future notifications. Now, let's start.
In the beginning of the movie, a brief narration explains the concept of the Six C's. The Six C's is an elite delegation of mysterious men and women, consisting of 6 individuals. This group was formed to maintain the security and order of the Triads and Southeast Asian criminals, who were at the peak of their power. They controlled nearly 80% of the criminal activities in Asia, generating substantial income from drug trafficking, prostitution, and arms sales. The story then shifts to a little girl who falls unconscious on a beach. The child's name is Raina. When she wakes up from her unconsciousness, she witnesses a horrifying event unfolding in her village. A group of armed men is massacring the villagers, including her parents. Shortly thereafter, a man named Ito arrives. He approaches the group but is about to shoot Raina. However, Ito suddenly has a change of heart, feeling pity for the child. Instead of harming Raina, he turns against his own group, as he becomes sickened by the realization that he has been a killing machine for too long. The scene then shifts to a woman named Shinta at her home in Jakarta. Shinta wakes up and sees bloodstains in her bathroom. She is surprised by the presence of Raina and Ito. Shinta proceeds to treat Ito's wounds. She asks Ito where he has been for the past 3 years and had assumed he was dead. Later, Ito's old friend named Fati arrives at Shinta's place, having been contacted by her. Fati questions why Ito defected from the tribe for the sake of that little child. Ito responds that if Fati were in his position, he would do the same. Fati asks about Ito's plans moving forward, as the tribe is sure to know about his betrayal and will soon be hunting him down. Ito doesn't want to involve Fati, Shinta, and the others. He only needs money. Ito also asks Fati to provide new identities for him and Raina, because he intends to escape with her. Ito requests that Fati keep his identity a secret from his friends in Jakarta. Fati mentions that only a few of his friends remain, namely his cousin Wisnu and Bobby. Fati then asked about the whereabouts of Aryan. Aryan, who is one of their friends, had moved to Macau. The story shifts to Aryan. Aryan manages one of the nightclubs there and has joined the Triad. Aryan received a report that one of the customers had assaulted a waitress. Aryan then met with the customer and, along with his henchmen, beat him up. After that, one of the Six C's members named Xian Wu contacted Aryan and informed him that another Six C's member had betrayed them. That person was Ito. Xian Wu instructed Aryan to meet him in Jakarta. During the journey, Aryan reminisced about his past with Ito when they were both initiated as Triad members. Upon arriving in Jakarta, Aryan was met by 2 women named Alma and Elena, who were also under Xian Wu's leadership. On the way, Xian Wu told Aryan that the Triad had massacred the village because they discovered some of the villagers had stolen a small amount of drugs from the Triad and sold them to others. Now the Triad is concerned about Raina because she is a living witness to the Triad's massacre of the villagers. Therefore, Raina must be eliminated. Xian Wu also mentioned that the Triad plans to expand its business in Jakarta, and Aryan would be entrusted with the business if he agrees to join in killing Ito and Raina. Returning to Ito, Bobby recounted the time when Aryan and Ito left them. One of their comrades, named Johan, stole their money and built his own empire in a butcher shop, although he was selling drugs and also became part of the Triad network there. Ito, who needed money to escape, visited Johan to retrieve his money. Johan had already received information about Ito's betrayal and was tasked with notifying the Triad as soon as he knew Ito's whereabouts. Knowing that Ito is around, Johan attempted to grab a weapon, but Ito attacked Johan first. Ito pointed a gun at Johan to demand his money. Then, Johan's henchmen tried to attack Ito, resulting in a brawl. Ito successfully slew Johan's henchmen until the police arrived, as they were bribed by the Triad to apprehend Ito, and amidst the gunfire from the police, Johan was killed. Elsewhere, Fati's apartment was visited by a group of henchmen sent by the Triad. Bobby, who was aware of their arrival, instructed Shinta to leave quickly. Bobby killed some of Ito's henchmen, who were in the elevator, and then proceeded to Fati's apartment. He also concealed a metal plaque within his clothing. When Bobby entered, he saw Fati being threatened by a group of Ito's henchmen, leading to a deadly confrontation. Bobby and Fati managed to slaughter all of them inside the apartment. Afterward, there was pounding on the door. When Bobby opened it, another group of thugs arrived, leading to another fight. Back to Ito, who had regained consciousness, attacked the police who were bribed by the Triad. Ito managed to escape from those police officers and headed to Fati's apartment. The Triad members who learned that their hired thugs failed to eliminate Fati, and his companion reported it to Xianwu. Xianwu ordered the Triad to go directly to Fati's apartment to eliminate Reina and the others. They arrived at Fati's apartment and slaughtered the thugs there, deeming them useless. Bobby suddenly told Fati that he had done enough. Bobby then fought against Elena. Unfortunately, after a fierce battle, Bobby met his demise at the hands of Elena. In the midst of this, Wisnu, Fati's cousin, also met his demise while fighting against Alma. Fati, witnessing his cousin's death, became deeply frustrated. When Alma was about to kill Fati, Arian suddenly arrived and intervened, successfully incapacitating Alma. Following this, Fati suspected that Arian had revealed Fati's whereabouts to the Triad, since besides Ito and Bobby, no one else knew where he lived. Arian explained that he had no other choice. Arian then invited Fati to form a new group, but Fati disregarded the offer and left with Reina. As Fati was leaving, he was attacked by the Triad group. Nevertheless, Fati managed to eliminate some of the Triad members. He then instructed Reina to hide, because he intended to confront them all alone. However, in the end, Fati met his demise at the hands of the Triad. Afterward, the Triad group was suddenly showered with gunfire, resulting in their demise. It turned out that the person responsible for this was someone known as the Operator. Following the incident, the Operator departed. Ito arrived at the scene, forced to witness the death of his friends. He appeared deeply frustrated. Reina approached him, and Ito immediately took Reina away. Ito also informed Shinta and urged her to leave Jakarta. Ito then went to Shinta's house to rest. Meanwhile, Arian met with Xianwu. Elena, angered by Arian's attack on Alma, was about to assault Arian, but Xianwu restrained her. Xianwu revealed that, in addition to eliminating Ito and Reina, he had also targeted Fati, Bobby, and Johan, who were known to be Arian's friends from the past. Xianwu also stated that becoming a member of the Six Seas did not consider colleagues or friends. Xianwu gave Arian one more chance to eliminate Ito and Reina. Afterward, Arian would replace Ito as a member of the Six Seas. Arian agreed, requesting control over the entire harbor area and drug distribution, previously managed by Johan if he succeeded. Xianwu then instructed Arian to contact Ito and invite him to the Triad headquarters at the harbor. Returning to Ito, who was at Shinta's house, an uninvited guest arrived. It turned out to be the Operator who had come to hunt down Ito, leading to a confrontation. The Operator managed to subdue Ito, but when she was about to shoot Ito, Reina pleaded with the Operator not to kill him. The Operator was tasked with eradicating the Triad in the Six Seas. She asked if Ito was not one of the members of the Six Seas. Ito then explained that being a member of the Six Seas was equivalent to being a killing machine. Their fate was created to bring death, but when Ito met Reina and saw a glimmer of hope in a little girl, he hoped that by saving her, he could change his previous destiny. Therefore, he chose to betray his own group and save Reina. Hearing this, the Operator abandoned her intention to kill Ito, because Ito was no longer a member of the Six Seas, and the Operator suddenly disappeared. Arian, on the other hand, was reminiscing about his past when Ito confronted Bobby because Bobby had dealings with the Triad, which would jeopardize their own group. Bobby explained that everything he did was to help their group financially, which was going through a tough time. This situation led Ito and Arian to join the Triad to save Bobby and their group, since they had dealt with the Triad at the harbor. At the harbor in their old stomping grounds, Arian contacted Ito and asked him to come to their former headquarters there. The operator appeared before Ito once again. The operator said she was assigned to eliminate members of the Six Seas, but since Ito was no longer a member, he was no longer the target. The operator informed Ito that at the harbor, the Triad forces, led by one of the Six Seas members named Chien-woo, were ready and waiting with Arian. They were planning to raid Ito. Ito asked the operator to protect Rina from the Triad, who would continue to hunt her. Ito was determined to confront Arian and resolve all his issues himself. Ito arrived at the harbor, having protected himself with something concealed in his clothing. He entered the Triad's headquarters and was welcomed by its members. Ito was attacked by dozens of Triad members. Meanwhile, other Triad members, including Alma and Elena, were closing in on Rana to kill her. Before they could reach her, the operator slaughtered them. The Triad group was successfully wiped out by the operator, leaving only Alma and Elena, who incapacitated each other in a duel. Alma met a gruesome end, leaving Elena alone. They continued to fight, and Elena eventually met her demise at the hands of the operator. Ito, having dispatched the Triad members who attacked him, finally encountered Arian. Arian blamed Ito for the deaths of their friends because of Ito's actions. Arian also stated his intention to join the Six Seas to replace Ito. Ito warned Arian that the Six Seas only meant death, and Chien-woo was merely using Arian. Arian initiated the attack on Ito, and they engaged in a fierce battle. Arian seemed to have the upper hand, continuously assaulting Ito. However, in the end, Ito turned the tide of the fight. Arian continued to press on, with Ito almost about to kill him. However, Ito changed his mind and decided to leave. As Ito was leaving, Arian fired several shots beside him. After Ito's departure, Chien-woo arrived and expressed disappointment in Arian for failing to kill Ito. Chien-woo admitted that he had made a mistake by sending a dog to kill the tiger. Arian pointed his gun at Chien-woo, but the pistol ran out of bullets. Subsequently, 6 of Chien-woo's henchmen arrived and shot Arian dead. The operator took Rina to the harbor to meet Ito. Upon meeting, Rana showed them both their passports and then hugged Ito, crying because she didn't want to be separated from him again. However, Ito chose to send her away and told her to leave. The next day, Rana waved goodbye to Ito. After that, Ito got into his car, while Chien-woo and his men prepared to shoot Ito. Ito then drove his car towards Chien-woo's men, and suddenly the movie ended. What a cliffhanger ending! Did Ito manage to defeat Chien-woo? Or perhaps the other way around? Well, let's wait and see. There might be a sequel to the movie. What do you think of this movie? Are you excited to know the continuation of this story? Or maybe you have your own predictions about the ending of this movie. Write your thoughts in the comments section below. Also, did you enjoy the recap? Hit the like button if you liked it, subscribe if you loved it, and feel free to share this content with your friends and family as well. Check out our channel to find various movie recaps of your liking, and turn on the notifications to stay updated with our future videos. And that's about it. Thanks for watching. See you next time.